Well, this next video brings me to Vivian, Louisiana. And right behind me, I'm standing at the filming location for the 2007 Frank Darabont film, The Mist, starring Thomas Jane, let's see, Melissa McBride, Jeffrey DeMunn, and there even the guy who plays Morales in The Walking Dead, a good 3 or 4 Walking Dead alumni. Well, they would be Walking Dead alumni about 3 years later when they're casted for The Walking Dead, which is about 2010. So yeah, 3 years later. I digress. Frank Darabont, he actually was the showrunner for The Walking Dead season 1. Anyway, and right directly behind me was the main set for the film. Most of the film was filmed here. And then this structure right here sat in for the food store in The Mist. Now this used to be, at the time, was Tom's Market. Unfortunately, Tom's Market closed down in 2016, and it's been in business since 1997. So they've almost made 20 years. They made 19 years. Unfortunately, had to close business for whatever reasons. So it changed hands apparently to Fresh Foods, which also didn't make it, and now it's vacant. We're gonna get a closer look in a second, but this is a wide shot that you see also in the film. It's a crane shot, so it's higher, but right there in the center of the screen, they built a facade for King's Pharmacy, which had a big part in the story, because you have a lot of the cast would go back and forth to the pharmacy, and they built it right in the center there for that, and it's conveniently named King's Pharmacy, obviously for Stephen King. So let's get a closer look. I won't take too much time covering every shot here, but I will say, as we're approaching, right here is where Jeffrey DeMunn's character is introduced. He comes running from that street here. The siren's going off, and you can actually see this building in the background and that which I was just standing at in the opening shot of this video. You can see those two structures as he's coming running through the lot to approach the store, where he runs through the doors, which are open, and he's screaming that there's something in the mist.
Something in the mist!
There's something in the mist.
Something in the mist! Look, John, leave! Shut the door!
So,
shut the doors!
they did not film any of the interiors inside this real life location. However, they replicated all of the inside and possibly the outer facade here on stage, on sound stage, and to the T. I mean, it looks identical to the actual interiors of this real life spot. Now, I guess you could say fortunately, because I'm going to be able to put my arm through, this window has been broken. So we're going to get a shot inside. Check that out. Right here, look at this. I mean, again, you know, all of this entryway, all of this, none of this was shot. We don't see any of this real life interior on screen, but it almost feels like we do, because they did such a good job replicating it. Now, I don't know for sure, did they film some interior, the entryway, and were there some real life shots made on location shots? Possibly, I don't know. But I just, what I've gathered with a little research is none of the interiors were filmed. So you'd have everything, again, from the windows out, shot here, and then once the actors cross into the store, we're now on a stage. And I'm sure they replicated the outside brick to on the facade of the soundstage of the set as well. But it's almost as if they did shoot inside here. It looks so close. But here is another full-on shot. Yeah, Miss Carmody, the crazy religious woman, you know, doing her thing and pissing a lot of people off. She's eventually shot, I think, right there in the center. So much goes on in here. It's kind of crazy to just imagine it all, but you just have to kind of use your imagination that this was all shot in here, but it was actually a set. So, but in theory, a lot went on inside the store all this action. And there's a full wide shot. So yeah, there's not too much else to say about this spot. This is I happen to be in the area, and this is one I've always wanted to get. And here we are. So this is formerly Tom's Market. The sign used to be there. They had so there you can see the Tom's decal still there. And then they put the food, I think the food store signage for the film. Now another thing to note is this garage. So in the film, they go. Thomas Jane's character goes to the back of the store to got something to do with the generator or whatever. They end up having a scene right here, or inside the guy that plays the Shermanator in American Pie. He is the bag boy for the store. He steps up to be the guy that comes out, I guess, I can't remember exactly what they were doing. Again, I remember a generator, and he volunteers to come out of the garage to take the task, and he doesn't make it. And so in the movie, the alien, if you will, the tentacles, grabs him from underneath this door and pulls him out. And you see that intense scene. It's all done from inside, but again, that would have been the soundstage as well. And if you look at the door, if you pay attention to the door in the movie, it seems to be quite a bit bigger than the real life door. Okay, so moving to the right. This is where the pharmacy would have been constructed, King's Pharmacy. You've got Thomas Jane making a phone call here at the payphone. There's a shot there. But one of the shots I actually recreated. I'll bring in the movie clip, and then I'll bring in my clip. The first victim of Mist, he panics after Jeffrey DeMunn's character runs in. And he comes out the door. He comes running this way, and his car is parked right there. The shot's kind of like right here. And he's trying to get to his car to leave, and he stops in his tracks. And right above, the mist is coming in, and it consumes him. And then we cut, and then off screen we hear him scream. And of course you have the reactions of the patrons inside. The shot would have been pretty much right here, kind of low, just like that. And the other shot from closer to the pharmacy, showing Thomas Jane's character making the call, would have been from over here. Probably about right here. It's low. You got Thomas Jane standing about right there. And then the pharmacy would have been in the foreground. The entry to the fake pharmacy facade right there. That's pretty much it. There's not much else to cover. It's just really cool to be here, obviously. Again, Jeffrey DeMunn's character comes through, running through this area. You see that in the background. And if I remember correctly, that's pretty much what takes place here at this location. Eventually they do get out, and Thomas Jane and his the other girl, Laura Holden, is it Lauren or Laura Holden, who plays Andrea in The Walking Dead? She's with him as well. And then his son, the older lady, and Jeffrey DeMunn, they end up at the end of the movie, they escape into his van, I believe, and they take off from here. And now I don't know where that's filmed, but they take off somewhere else, and that's when they run out of gas, and they have to decide, do they want to be torn apart / eaten by the aliens, the tentacles, or there's 4 bullets in the chamber left, there's 5 individuals. Does he want to put them out of their misery before they actually experience their misery? Does he want to just, basically take their lives? And that's exactly what happens. You see I don't know where that is. It's like near a bridge, I believe. Yeah, and unfortunately, not only, but a couple of seconds later, the military arrived. The mist dissipates, and he has just killed his son moments before. It's kind of a sad scene, but that's how the film ends. This is it. The food store from The Mist.